Hello everyone, Gedden here to walk you through the World of Darkness, the third phase of Crystal Tower. If you find this guide helpful, please show your support by liking and subscribing. The first fight is relatively easy, you should get through it pretty quickly. The main thing to watch out for is lots of AoEs are cast at the start of the fight. Particularly paralysis AoE. They'll try to slow you down and get you trapped into the bigger ones that cover pretty much the entire floor. Avoid those, and once you're down to the first three, dragon and some adds will spawn. Kill those quickly and you'll be on to the next encounter. The second encounter is very mechanics heavy, and most groups have trouble with it. Take the time to make sure everyone understands it beforehand, and you might make it in one go. This boss has several debuffs that you need to worry about, one of which is Doom. If you get this cast on you, then quickly get to one of the glowing pads to get it removed. Stay out of the pads so you don't waste it for someone who needs it, and you can even avoid this debuff altogether if you're facing away from the boss when it casts Mortal Gaze. A big ball will rise up indicating it's being cast. Healers should try to face away from the boss the entire fight to avoid this. The most important debuffs are Brand of the Sullen and Brand of the Ireful. The boss will cast an AoE that covers the whole floor. Blue side is Sullen, red side Ire. You need to swap these each time the AoE is cast, otherwise you'll get too many stacks of one and get killed very quickly. You only have a few seconds to get to the other side if needed, so make sure you remember which one you have so you know if you need to dash over or not. Several times throughout the fight, 4 hourglasses will appear. Need to down these quickly, otherwise when the counter stops, an insta-kill AoE will be cast on that section it stops on. Also, throughout the whole fight, the boss will cast a large beam attack called Stare. It's not fatal, but try not to get hit too often. He'll also cast another couple of AoEs. Try to avoid the black ring and you should be okay. Also, there will be another set of ads. Down those quickly as well, but try to do it one at a time to avoid another set of stat debuffs. The third fight is one of the easiest in the World of Darkness and very straightforward. Just kill the ads before they turn into bigger ones. And also, the number one thing to remember is don't open the treasure chest. Doing so will extend the fight and summon even stronger ads that you have to waste your time on. Next up is the 5-headed Hydra, which is another difficult encounter. Expect to wipe before everyone gets it down. The main tank should face it towards the back so everyone can avoid its main AoE that sweeps along the edge. Throughout the fight, several different types of AoEs will appear, the main one being whirlwinds. Get out of those quickly and move away because they'll turn into an ice AoE which will freeze you in place if you get caught. And if you happen to get a purple marker that appears over you, or if you see it over someone nearby, group up because you have to share the damage it deals out. If not enough people are grouped together, they will be insta-killed. Another marker will be a dragonfly that you get tethered to. Swap the chain with someone else quickly and keep doing so until it's gone. It deals out large amounts of damage each tick, and a healer won't save you unless they start casting Cure 2 immediately upon you getting tethered. That's not very likely that they'll still save you. Throughout the fight, several golden orbs will appear called prominences. You need to kill those ASAP, otherwise they will most likely cause the alliance to wipe. About the same time that the ads spawn, it will be possible to attack Hydra's heads individually. This is a damage check, and these need to be down one at a time until all are dealt with. Killing one will reset the cast time on the AoE that wipes the alliance. And tanks should coordinate to designate which head the DPS should be heading. After the Hydra, you'll get a short break with a really easy fight. Pretty much the goal here is to stay near the center of the boss and not get knocked off the platform. If you do, whoever's left should step on the glowing panels to activate the ones on the lower platform so that the party can get back up top. Down the boss and also the ad that spawns, and you should be finished in a few minutes. Now the mechanics of the Cereberus fight are pretty straightforward, though the execution isn't as easy. First, designate a party to get eaten. To get eaten, first you gotta attack the gastric juices to get minimized, and then run to the purple goop. Cereberus will then eat you shortly, and you'll be inside his stomach. Once inside his stomach, kill everything that you see pretty much. It goes by a lot quicker if everyone attacks the same target at the same time. Don't want to take too long, otherwise the other parties will take a pretty big beating. As soon as the party is out of his stomach, Cereberus needs to be chained up again. Someone should be ready to do this as soon as possible, because this is where most raids wipe. Alright, the final boss. The first thing to remember is to try and stay to the side and not directly in her line of sight. She periodically teleports and fires a beam across the stage right after. Also, if you get targeted, run for open space quickly and keep going. An AoE attack will fire that follows you. Don't stop until it finishes. It does a lot of damage and only a few hits will kill you. Next up are the meteor circles. When these appear, only one person must enter each circle. Only one person. If more than one person enters, it will not count. All circles need to be filled to prevent the hit to the raid, otherwise everyone will take a large amount of damage or a straight wipe if too many circles are inactive. After the circles are the storm cloud ads. These need to be down before they reach the boss. Small clouds add 1 stack, large ones add 3. I'm pretty sure if the boss has 4 stacks, then the raid will wipe. If not 4, then it's probably no more than 5. Lastly, 3 shielded chambers will spawn. These are like on the final boss in Temple of Karn normal mode. Everyone try to evenly group up in these to down the ad ASAP. If all 3 are not killed quickly enough, it's a wipe. And when she's low on HP, a group of ads will be thrown into the mix to keep everyone on their toes. And of course, the random AoE is thrown into the mix throughout the whole fight. Pretty much the main reason raids don't clear the final fight is because they ran out of time and spent too long on the earlier encounters. Making sure everyone understands the mechanics for each fight before going in will save you a ton of time in the long run. So be sure to take at least 3 minutes to explain the fight, because it could save you as much as 30. Now, I haven't cleared the final boss at the time this video was posted, but hopefully it helps you get all the way through. I'm sure dozens of other raids have completed already. And that wraps up this video. If you found it helpful, please show your support by liking and subscribing below, and maybe I'll see you in your next raid.